a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. American Pastoral, film. American Pastoral is a 2016 American crime drama film directed by Ewan McGregor and written by John Romano, based on the 1997 novel of the same name by Philip Roth. The film stars McGregor, Jennifer Connelly, Dakota Fanning, Peter Riegert, Rupert Evans, Uzo Aduba, Molly Parker, and David Strathairn. Principal photography began on September 21, 2015, in Pittsburgh. The film had its world premiere on September 9, 2016. At the 2016 Toronto International Film Festival, was theatrically released in the United States on October 21, 2016, by Lionsgate. Plot. In 1996, at the 45th year reunion of the class of '51 at WikiVidi High School in Newark, New Jersey, writer Nathan Zuckerman meets one of his old friends, Jerry Levov. They talk about Jerry's older brother, former All-State star athlete Seymour, class of '44, who recently died after a long illness. The story moves back to a young Swede persuading his father, glove-making magnate Lou Levov, to let him marry his high school sweetheart, New Jersey's 1947 Miss America contestant Dawn Dwyer. Lou is skeptical, because Swede is Jewish and Dawn is a devout Roman Catholic, but her strength and honesty sways him. They have a daughter, Meredith, and settle in the town of Old Rimrock, where they acquire a large farm, with Swede commuting the 30 miles to the Newark glove factory. Mary struggles with a stuttering problem, which her parents are unable to get a handle on, though Grandpa Lou says it is simply because her mind works so fast. Mary is smart and quirky, and is deeply affected as a 12-year-old by the self-immolation of Teet Quang Duc in 1963. By the time Mary reaches high school, she has become increasingly radicalized as the Vietnam War ages, and frequently goes to New York City to take part in anti-war protests. While Mary lashes out during the 1967 Newark riots, Swede urges her to channel her energy into protesting against the war from closer to home. A few days later, the town's little post office and store is destroyed by a bomb, killing the owner. Mary disappears, and is the FBI's prime suspect, though Swede and Dawn believe she is innocent or, if involved, being forced to act by older radicals she met in New York. Swede searches for her, hounding the FBI for information, but she is not heard from. Sometime later, 22-year-old university student Rita Cohen presents herself at the glove-making factory, ostensibly working on a report for business class. Rita tips off Swede with credible information about Mary, hints that she knows Mary's whereabouts, then asks him to meet her at a hotel with $10,000 cash. Swede meets Rita in the hotel room, but spurns her mean-spirited attempts to seduce him. Rita runs off with the money and leaves no further information regarding Mary. Swede calls in the FBI, pointing to the Rita connection and the recent bombing in the Greenwich Village townhouse explosion, but the agency has no more use for Swede's inept interference. The strain of Mary's disappearance eventually causes Dawn to have a nervous breakdown. After treatment, Dawn starts an affair with a neighbor, tells Swede that Mary has destroyed their former life, and tries to get Swede to forget about Mary so that they can start a new life. He refuses to stop looking. In 1970, Swede spots Rita on a New York City street. Rita takes him to a Skid Row area of Newark where Mary now lives. During 2 brief visits, Mary confesses to Swede that she made and planted a total of 3 bombs, killing 4 people. She tells of how she later slid into the underground, where she was taken, robbed and raped repeatedly. As a penance for her crimes, she has withdrawn from society, and is practicing extreme asceticism within the Indian religion Jainism. She has no desire to return home, and says that if he loves her, he'll let her be. We see the years pass in a series of shots of Swede growing older as he keeps returning to stand outside the abandoned house where he last found Mary. Swede never sees Mary again. In the present, at Swede's funeral, Nathan muses that we know we are alive when we realize that, all the time, we are wrong about our assumptions about everyone. As the mourners are leaving, a cleaned-up middle-aged Mary arrives, silently passing her uncle and mother as she walks to Swede's grave. Production. In 2003, Lakeshore Entertainment started the development of the film, with Philip Noyce attached to direct, and the film title shortened to Pastoral. Later, Paramount Pictures acquired the rights, and in May 2012, Fisher-Stevens was hired to direct John Romano's adapted script. With Sidney Kimmel Entertainment attached as financier and producer along with Lakeshore, Jennifer Connelly and Paul Bettany were attached for the lead roles, along with Evan Rachel Wood as their character's daughter. Tom Rosenberg and Gary Lucchese were set as producers. Mandy Patinkin was attached to play one of the film's roles, and filming was set to take place in Pittsburgh. On June 23, 2014, Ewan McGregor signed on to play the lead role of Seymour Swede Levov, a former high school star athlete and successful Jewish-American businessman, replacing Bettany in the role. Philip Noyce was again set to direct the film. On August 4, Connelly was confirmed to be playing Dornoir Levov, the former beauty queen and wife of Levov. On August 6, Dakota Fanning was added to the cast of the film to play the daughter, Mary Levov, the role once set for Wood. On February 18, 2015, it was announced that McGregor would also direct the film, making his debut after Noyce left the project. On July 9, 2015, Valerie Curry joined the cast of the film to play Rita Cohen, a mysterious young woman from the group of radicals whom Mary has joined in protest against the government in general and the Vietnam War in particular, preceding her committing a bombing. On September 2, 2015, David Strathairn, Uzo Aduba, and Peter Riegert were added to the cast to play Swede's former classmate Nathan Zuckerman, Vicky, and Swede's father Lou Levov, respectively. Corey Stoll also joined the film for an unspecified role, though he did not appear in the finished film. On October 15, Rupert Evans signed on to play Seymour's younger brother, Jerry Levov. Molly Parker also joined the film. Filming. Principal photography on the film commenced on September 21, 2015, in Harmony, Pennsylvania. Filming continued on location around Pittsburgh through November, including at the North Side, downtown, Liberty Avenue, Wilkinsburg, Lawrenceville, and the grounds of the Pittsburgh Theological Seminary. Release. On April 28, 2016, it was announced that American Pastoral would be given a limited theatrical release on October 21, 2016, from Lionsgate, followed by a wider release on October 28. Critical response. On review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 22%, based on 101 reviews, with an average rating of 4.8. The site's critical consensus reads, American Pastoral finds debuting director Ewan McGregor's reach exceeding its grasp, with a well-intentioned Philip Roth adaptation that retains the form, but little of the function, of its source material. On Metacritic, the film has a score 43 out of 100, based on 30 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Toronto Star said the film fails to illuminate the audience. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?